What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be looking at Mega Manectric, another one of the new Megas coming out in Mega Symphonia and Mega Brave, or our new set, Mega Evolution in English. Very boring name compared to the ones they have in Japan. Mega Manectric is a 330 HP Stage 1 Electric type Pokemon, quite a behemoth for the amount of HP given on a Stage 1, evolving from Electric? I don't know how to say that one. But for two lightnings, you do Flash Ray, 120 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage out of this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's basic Pokemon. Quite a good attack in a format that revolves around big basic Pokemon. Right now, the format isn't really like that, right? But in the future, there's like a world where it could be quite good. Then it has a second attack, Riot Blaster, for 3 lightnings. You do 200 and discard all energy from this Pokemon, and you do 130 more, capping at 330. But you have no retreat, no resistance, and 2 times fighting weakness. Today we're going to be looking at a video from the Japanese YouTube channel. I'm going to pull this up right now. We'll have a deck list, a little bit of gameplay, and then tomorrow's video will also have my take on Mega Manectric EX's deck list. I'm going to try to do as many of my own deck lists as I can as we're progressing through some of these newer cards, so you guys have a better take on how to play these cards. Again, let me know your suggestions in the comments below. And if you guys enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. We're going to just jump right into it. I believe the list is shown pretty early on here. Yeah, we see it's basically built like Miraidon. We have the 2 Miraidon. We have the 3-2 Manectric line, the 1 Iron Hands for the early game. We have the Heavy Baton to move the energy, or Wishful Baton to move the energies back. 2-2 Electric to actually set up and make use of this Manectric over and over again by using the second attack, discarding the energies and coming back into it. We have Mew and Fez kind of just as staples of any deck right now in the format. We have 4 Ultra, 3 Nest, which I think is fine. You want to put energies in the discard and get those electrics out because that's like one of the hardest things to find. 4 generators to accelerate onto the board. Prime Catcher, the most aggressive ace spec. I agree with this. 2 air balloons to keep moving our guys around. I guess maybe one of them could be a future booster capsule if this hands gets stuck, but I guess you don't have to put this in play, and the balloons can just be put onto electrics instead. 4 research, 4 Arven seems pretty good. 3 boss, 2 Iono, 2 Stadium at Nights. I don't know if this card is good, or Academy at Night or whatever, because you can put a energy on top and hit it with Generator. But if it works, I guess. And then we have all the lightning, so I think it makes sense. List is not too crazy. I'm kind of excited to see how this works. I mean, the deck is big, the deck is beefy, and it should be, in theory, quite good. Again, it gives up 3 prize cards, though, so that is the draw on the negative side. But if it is a late game finisher, for example, maybe it is what the deck needs for a lightning type deck. There's no Zekrom in this list either, which is a little bit concerning, of course. We're going to Miraidon out some guys, getting a hands and a Dynamo. Using hands early seems like the strategy as well here. A pretty good strategy, just because that's how most decks do kind of operate. Just an attach and probably a pass here. The problem is I think a lot of decks will have item lock in the upcoming format, which does make it difficult for these Mega Pokemon to actually accelerate and survive. There is a Psyduck in the hand, which is a card we actually don't have in our current format, but by the time Mega Evolution is released, it will be in our format. This card does release in the blister packs, so we will be seeing that pesky Dusknoir card see less and less play. We see Watchtower here, a secret box to open the game, Puffin, Artisan, Evo. We're going to go ahead and use Blaziken Dragapult here. Kind of a cool concept. I think I've seen this floating around in Japan a little bit, just because this is a way to keep accelerating energies and kind of keep your board going. We're going to Evo. The Lily's Determination is in the hand for the following turn to basically draw our hand up to 8, and we're going to be able to power up our guys here. Now, this turn, if the Iron Hands does not knock out the Combuskin, there is a world where the Dragapult Blaziken player can actually power up a Dragapult in 1 turn and kind of be a little bit of a menace. We're going to go ahead and use Academy at Night to put a card on top of our deck, and we're going to go for this Generator. No blind here, guaranteeing at least 1 card, but there was 3 there anyway, which is kind of funny. So the opponent's like, yeah, you're guaranteed 1, you're guaranteed 1. Kind of a cute little strategy here. Tadamo with the free retreat, retreating into this guy. I don't think there's a boss's orders in the hand as far as I could tell. Baton on the active as well. We're flying cards everywhere. Hey, you Miraidon players know what's happening if that happens. Defiance Band is in the hand. We do know that. And then we're going to go ahead and move this around. I think you don't actually have the Defiance Band here. I think it's probably fine to... We're saying we can Blaziken KO with the Defiance Band. But I think it's better to just Dragapult attack here and take out the Dynamos. Isn't even worth it. I feel like it's fine to just evolve in Lilies. Or you can draw Cloak once, I guess. We can Ultra Ball away the Ultra Ball and the Rod. Yeah, just grabbing ourselves Dragapults. Getting the attack off here. I don't know if we want to Defiance. I mean, like, I guess the energies would all just go to Electric. which is fine. Maybe that we are like just committing to this. And we're drawing a full grip of 8, which is crazy. The supporter is so good. This is going to change the landscape of the Pokemon trading card game. Another Jacloak hitting the board. I don't see an energy, I think, required. I think we're missing a piece to actually attack, which is crazy considering you drew so many cards. But there's never any guarantees with Dragapult. That is one of the hardest pieces of the deck. We're going to go ahead and counter catcher up the Dynamo, and we're going to go ahead and just jet headbutt for the knockout, taking it off the board. So Dynamo going down. This is obviously a negative tempo swing, but this does happen with Dragapult against decks like Joltik Box and the aggressive hands decks. We've seen this time and time again. Now, this is kind of where we want to set up the Manectrics just to get them on the board. And if we can Prime Catcher and just take off the Jacloak off the board, then we can look for the end game with this Manectric if we can get this up and running. It's in the hand, I think, so we can just put it down if we want to. It does have the free retreat, so it's not like it's a big deal if we evolve into it. And the baton can just make it so it's a safe location to put our energies. There's an attachment as well. So basically, it's kind of a checkmate scenario, low-key. I think the Defiance Band is the reason that we're in a little bit of trouble. Because we don't attach the Defiance Band, for example, we have a board where 2 things just don't get knocked out here. And you put your opponent having an electric, so you can Iono your opponent. Or you can just, if they don't have the electric this turn, you can just push up the Dragapult, hit for 200, knock out the electric, put 2 on the Miraidon, and next turn you can, with Boss, take out both. And you have to basically put your opponent on Finding Generator or Electric, and they can't really generate. I think Generator is like basics, right? So it's like doesn't work on this Manectric anyway. So a different play you could make here, obviously, but this is a little bit of a unique situation where it feels like there's no good play here. So maybe we're just CCing up the Manectric. We're just bringing up the Miraidon. Going for the same play, just in reverse order for the most part. You cannot bench anything. You can't attach this either. I don't know how we attach this. We're going to put the Arbin on top. We're going to Iono? I don't understand what's going on. Maybe like putting a supporter on top is fine, but like, I don't really understand why we did it this way. I just don't think we need to actually hit the energy, right? Like, if we don't hit the energy, we lose the game, and we do have a fire in the discard. Okay, I actually forgot that we had the fire in the discard. That's on me. But we kill the Miraidon here, so the play opens up once again. We dodge the baton. Oh, wait, whoa, we gotta kill this Dynamo. We gotta kill this Dynamo here this turn. This Dynamo cannot survive. I feel like it's gonna survive, and that's gonna be a really big problem here. What are we doing? Move the 30 over. Nope, okay, we're just gonna sack the game. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I just don't understand why we did this. We just lose the game now. Because I'm pretty sure we can just lose off the back of this. We're gonna Generator first. Yeah, it wasn't just the basics. Okay, I trolled a little bit there. That's on me, guys. So it's fine. The Generator would have gotten him there anyway, and there it is, the Generator, Mega Manectric. So I mean, like maybe it was chalked from the beginning. Maybe it was just already in a bad spot. But then the Mega Manectric can come into play here, and we're gonna go ahead and take the knockout and close out the game. 330 actually a kind of perfect number in a lot of situations here. It just beats over the hump of a lot of the X's that currently exist. For the Megas, it's not that impressive, but with Megas, you don't really need to do this. You can go into like your hands early and take like maybe 2, maybe 4 even before the game even begins, and this is kind of the route to close out the game. So the game's going to end here. We're going to win here as the Manectric player. We'll just take a look at the list one more time. I actually like this, again, quite a bit. The idea makes sense. It's just like Miraidon Light. Maybe it could be played with Joltik, but maybe this is just better, where you just have the aggressive Iron Hands Electric Generator play. I don't know, kind of cool. Remember, if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. We'll peace out and see you guys tomorrow for my Manectric video.